How does a 16-week-old fetus develop? At 16 weeks pregnant, one of the most exciting times of pregnancy is approaching, that moment when you feel your baby's presence through the first movements. Usually most mothers feel these lovely movements at 16 weeks pregnant. If this isn't your first baby, you'll feel it even sooner. So how does a 16-week-old fetus develop? Until now, amniotic fluid still acts as a cushion to support all activities of the baby. The nerve that connects to the wall of the uterus is too small and cannot communicate directly with the baby. Your 16-week-old fetus is large enough to stimulate the neurotransmitter circuits. Your brain begins to register your baby's gentle movements. First impressions about 16 weeks pregnant. It's hard to describe exactly how it felt when you first felt your baby's movements in your belly when you were 4 months pregnant or 16 weeks pregnant. Many pregnant women say that these first movements are like a small balloon happily dancing. Your baby's movements at 4 months pregnant will be more noticeable when you lie down or sit. You'll surely smile knowing that the gentle kicking movements in your belly are your baby's way of letting you know that he's healthy. Note that the development of each fetus is completely different. Each pregnant woman will have her own perception of the development of her baby. In the early days, you're often unsure of your baby's movements, and it's easy to assume you're imagining them. Wait patiently and you will notice these lovely movements soon. Mother's changes at 16 weeks of pregnancy. At 16 weeks of pregnancy, you notice that the top of the uterus is now close to the navel. Touching your belly will touch the top of the uterus. During the prenatal visit, the doctor will measure the height of the uterus to check and compare the growth of the baby with previous prenatal visits. In the 4th month of pregnancy, your uterus is about the size of a small cantaloupe, so your lower belly will weigh more and press on your pelvis. If you gain a few pounds, stretch marks in the abdomen, groin and breasts begin to appear. Your skin will be drier, so you should use body lotion to make it softer. However, it is necessary to consider carefully before spending money on widely advertised anti-stretch marks on the market. Most pregnant women experience this condition, and there is no really effective way to prevent it from happening. The 4th month of pregnancy is also the time when most pregnant women start to snore terribly. The cause is a blocked nose. To sleep better, you should not try to lie on your back or stomach. Sleeping on your side and placing a pillow under your feet will make you comfortable and also help blood flow to the baby easily. Snoring will reduce. If your nose is dry, a decongestant spray that liquefies mucus and helps to moisten and clear your nose will be helpful. Your 16-week-old fetus is growing so fast, you can get hungry easily. It's a good idea to keep some healthy snacks in your fridge and pantry so you can use them when you need them. Look for low-sugar foods to satisfy your hunger without making you gain too much weight. Your heart has to work 50% harder than usual to pump blood around your body. Most mothers experience this feeling. If your heart is pounding after exercising or climbing stairs, remember to slow down, move slowly and gently to let your body catch up slowly, avoiding sudden stops. This symptom can last throughout pregnancy, but don't worry, because your heart will return to normal after the baby is born. If you smoke, this is the time to fight to quit. For your children and yourself, replace cigarettes with healthier alternatives such as fat-free yogurt or fresh juice mixes. Emotional changes during 4 months of pregnancy. If you are a little insecure about your previous pregnancy, you will probably feel more comfortable around 16 weeks. You will feel your baby's movements clearly. Many pregnant women claim that they feel an invisible bond between themselves and their baby, a special bond that has never been seen before in the 4th month of pregnancy. Therefore, they want to keep their movements secret. Children for themselves. This is easy to understand. However, you should share those interesting information with your husband so that both of you can feel the joy of being a parent. At 16 weeks pregnant, you should also start thinking about plans to prepare for the day of the baby. Your belly is getting bigger and heavier as your baby is moving downwards. Start planning with your loved ones to best prepare for the birth of your baby. Your uterus becomes cramped because it contains your baby, amniotic fluid, placenta, mucous membranes and umbilical cord, not to mention space for your baby to move as she rolls, flips, turns, bends, contracts, stretch limbs. But don't worry, luckily, our uterus is specially designed to stretch and grow many times its original size and shape to fit your baby. Baby begins to suck his thumb. Ultrasound at 16 weeks shows that many babies know how to put their hands in their mouths and are very interested in this action. Some babies are born with blisters on their fingers. Your baby's body has grown significantly. The skeleton gradually changes from flexible cartilage to hard bone, which means your baby is growing well. That's why you need calcium supplements and a proper diet to help you and your baby stay healthy. Even if you do not have the habit of drinking milk, you should also eat some calcium-rich foods such as beans, soybeans, tofu, orange juice, cheese, yogurt, custard, ice cream, sardines, bones, tuna and fish. Almond. Dark green leafy vegetables contain a lot of calcium, which helps build muscle, bone and blood is also very useful. You should take it every day. What should mothers do at 16 weeks pregnant? Most pregnant mothers should have an ultrasound at 16 weeks. Make an appointment with your doctor for a day when your husband can come with you. And do not forget to save the first images of the fetus so that when he grows up, he feels more and more loved by his mother and father for him from the days he was still in the womb. During this period, you may have amnesia, forgetfulness. So, write down the questions you want to ask the doctor and take it with you when you go to the doctor. Beer, wine and alcohol are not good for pregnant women, and the safest way is to abstain from all these harmful things. Instead, drink plenty of juice, mineral water and soda, or cool boiled water with some lemon. Necessary tests for a 16-week fetus. If the first 3 months have not been screened for double test, then at 16 weeks pregnant, mothers should have a triple test screening test. Triple test helps to estimate the likelihood of having genetic disorders in the fetus by testing the level of a substance in the blood. Although you can do this test between weeks 14 and 22 of your pregnancy, the most accurate results are between weeks 16 and 18. Because the second trimester is the period when the fetus develops, the mother will need 4D ultrasound to screen for a comprehensive fetal malformation. Besides, screening for gestational diabetes is also necessary because this is a disease that can cause dangerous complications for mother and baby. Mothers need to monitor and control their own weight as well as learn the signs of premature delivery for timely treatment and maintenance. Like, share and subscribe to update baby care experience. Baby and I, the journey of being mommy.